Alright, today I'm gonna be teaching you how to achieve the cinematic look, something that everyone wants on their videos. Sorry, I'm kinda sick. My voice sounds a little raspy. But, yeah. Alright, so we got this footage that I shot with from our recent music video with Dominic Eric, and, it just looks kinda, kinda bland, kinda not very good. So first thing I'm gonna do, right now I'm in After Effects, so I'll show how to do it in iMovie later for people who don't really have these kind of fancy programs. But right now I'm gonna show how to do it in After Effects, what I use. So first of all, I'm gonna use a layer. I always use adjustment layers for my separate kind of effects. So use an adjustment layer, and then I want to sharpen it because the footage doesn't look very sharp. So I'm going to go to blur and sharpen and go down to unsharp mask. Believe it or not, it's actually a sharpening tool. I usually set the radius to 1.5 and then amount around 120, 130. It's whatever you like. I want 130 because I want it nice and crisp. So I mean, you can already see the difference from without it to with it. Helps a lot. Wow, my voice just cracked. Helps a lot. All right. Now, the footage is fairly flat, but not very flat. What I mean by flat is like the dynamic range. So the colors aren't it's not super contrasty, but flat would be the more flat it is, the less contrasty it is, and less saturation it has. It has more contrast than I want to start out with right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually right click on my actual on the actual clip and go to effect. I'm gonna go to color correction and go all the way down to levels. Alright, want some levels. I have these two little sliders, and honestly I don't really know what they're called. Oh, this one's output black. So it'd be output black and output white that you're changing. Anyway, so this output black, when you drag it in, it creates it, makes it more flat. And it kind of blows it out. So I don't really add too much of it, but I add a little bit. So you can see the difference that makes. And here, just gonna kind of darken it a bit, even it out. Not too much, but it makes it nice and flat. Easy, easy footage to work with when you're color grading. Now you see the difference. Okay, now I'm gonna add another adjustment layer. Always add a separate adjustment layer for each new effect. And on this one, I'm going to go back to color correction, and I'm going to do curves. This is pretty much the only other effect you're gonna need to use for color grading, at least. So, what you got here is just like a basic linear RGB curve, red, green, blue. And messing with this will pretty much only mess with the contrast right now. So, start by going lower on the curve, and usually you want to create kind of like an S shape. So, a little S like that. It looks good to some people. Personally, I don't really like that. So, I'm going to actually reset that, and I'm just going to mess with this bottom curve. Alright, maybe the top curve a little bit. But I'm not going to create kind of a S. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to go, now pretty much just mess with the colors. It looks kind of bland right now. It's kind of, the natural colors. So you can mess with it a little bit. You want some red. I actually, when I use this, so taking away red's going to put green in it. I actually take away the color. So I want to go to blue and put some green in it. Not too much. Sensitive. Just a little bit. Give it a nice little crunch. And go to green, and that put a little bit of red. And it brings out the night and the color in the bricks back here. It's starting to look kind of cool. Let's put some blue into it, so take away a little bit of the red. Alright. I mean that's pretty much it. There's your flat image, and there's your graded images. I mean, it's really easy, really simple. Usually I would use another program. I wouldn't use After Effects. I would use one called Adobe SpeedGrade, and it gives you a lot more control over pretty much everything. But right now I'm just doing it in After Effects. The easiest way to do it. And this is just quick little color grade. All right, that's not the only thing about the film look though. There's also something called the kind of anamorphic look or letterboxing. So I have this PNG file that I can just drag over it. There you get those little cinematic kind of black bars. It's called the anamorphic look or letterboxing. Yeah, that's about it. How you can do it, and if you don't have that PNG or you don't want to take time to download it, just take that away. You can go to Effects and Presets over on the right, and first you want to create a new layer. So you're going to want to create a new layer. You're going to want to go to Solid. Make sure it's solid black. Make sure it's the size of your composition. Okay. And then you want to go to Effects and Presets and type in CC Jaws. Double click that, add the effect. Now right here where the height, where it says height, take the 10, take it away, take it down to 0. It says completion. You can pretty much take it to whatever you want, like 75. That's pretty good. And then again, you're getting those cinematic black bars. Alright, there's color grading in After Effects. Now I'm going to jump over to iMovie. Alright, iMovie, you got pretty much the same thing. You got the flat footage. You don't have as much control in iMovie. If you're really getting serious about color grading, you're getting serious about filmmaking and whatnot, you probably want to get a better program like Premiere and After Effects or Final Cut Pro X. I mean, that's not that great. I would go with like one of the Adobe products. So first I'm going to color grade this. So I'm going to click on it, select my clip. I'm going to go over to adjust. Yeah, this little color palette looking thing. And click on that, and then it doesn't really explain what this stuff is. Just kind of had to figure out myself, but right here is like playing with contrast. So I want to make it, that's to make it like lighter. Make it a little bit more contrasty right there. That's to make the highlights, just to kind of save the highlights, take the highlights down. And then right over here is to kind of brighten up the shadows. So you want something in the middle. That looks alright. And then this little slider right here plays with contrast. So if you want more contrast, you bump that up. If you want less, you want to get more of like a black and white kind of gritty feel. Take it away. You can even go black and white. I'm gonna go to right here. And then right here you can kind of play with the temperature. So make it like warm or cold. So I'm gonna make it a little bit warmer. Alright, now I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take this clip, this is the anamorphic thing. And I'm gonna drag it over the top. Then you want then you want to go to this crop to fill, play it back. Whatever. Fuck it. I'm done.